and thanks for coming for a Thanksgiving gratitude cootie catcher. I like to call it a chatterbox, but basically it's a fun game where you have all of these different triangles here, triangles and squares, and we're going to cut it out and then we're going to fold it up and it turns into a really cool like finger play game. You put your fingers in it and it kind of makes a neat game, but it's a question game, so we call it a conversation starter. So all of these questions are part of the game, and when you land on a question, you basically start a conversation, and it's really fun. So I hope you guys enjoy doing the first part. We're going to do the cutting part of this exercise where we are just going to cut all the way around the edge. Okay, so none of the lines here we're going to cut. We're just going to cut a big square all around the edge. Okay, so you'll need your scissors and just find a nice edge. I might use this edge first and just cut along, and we're just going to go all the way around. And that's going to give us the square piece in the middle that is the actual game. So it has this little edge here though, so try to cut the edge off. All right, so oh, there's a turkey. That's kind of cool. You kind of have a nice turkey there. Some corn, pumpkin, and look, there are numbers on the side, so kind of can look at it as we cut. Got a hat. So you can kind of see the different things that are on here, but there are lots of questions and lots of numbers. And as we go through, we'll get a chance to see, okay, so this is how we cut it out. And then the next part is we're going to fold it. And then after you fold it, you kind of pop it up and it becomes this fun sort of finger trap kind of game where you put your fingers in and they kind of move the paper around, and it can be really fun, and it's kind of a fun counting and question game. Okay, so now it is all cut out, and if you're still cutting, please continue on. Just pause the video here, and then we're going to continue on with the folding. All right, let's continue on with folding. So the first fold we're going to do is right across the middle. So if you have the middle is right here of your paper, right? And there's this big line that goes across. I'm using my finger so that we can see. Okay, so you're going to take the bottom part of your paper and you're just going to try to fold all the way to the top. And it's kind of folding through the center. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you can, try to get it just on, and then you just sort of press down. So it's good to take the tips of your fingers and try to press it down. Or you can, once again, you can use your whole hand, all your fingers to press it down. Or if you have nails, you can even use your nail to kind of push it down. So it kind of just depends on how you like to crease the fold. But all right, so we're going to open it back up again. We're actually going to fold it the other way. So if you can turn your paper to the side like that, and then if you can do that same fold from the bottom to the top, across that middle there, across the middle, and go all the way to the tippy top. There we go. And it just says as perfectly as you can to match up the sides there. And pressing down. Looks like I like to press down right in the middle there, and then I kind of push out. So you can do it that way, or you can do it from side to side. You kind of want to use your nails again. Okay, great. All right, so we have that folded now. So the next part we're going to need to flip it over. All right, so there is our Chatterbox conversation starter. We're going to turn it over. I don't know if you can kind of see the folds on mine, but you may be able to see them on yours, and you can kind of see the lines through. You're actually going to take the corners and you're going to fold them all in, so the corners are going to go in like this. So I'm going to start at the bottom corner here. You can start at any corner you like, but the corner is going to go kind of in. So see how that's the corner of the page, and it's going to go right to the middle of the page. So see if we can do that. All right, there's one corner. Let me just kind of fold it along there. And then we have this other corner, fold it to the middle, and you can kind of tell it's the middle because of all the folds that are there. So you're like, oh, that's kind of the middle. So then you just sort of form it there. Well, if it's not perfect, that's okay, right? Because we're learning, and folding is a wonderful thing to practice. So it's good to practice. All right, so you're gonna fold there. Okay, middle there. Oh, look at all those cute pictures. That's always fun. And then fold it down the middle like that. Okay, neat. So now all of our hat, leaf, acorn, turkey should all be there in the middle, right? So now we're going to turn it over, and we're actually going to do the corners again, but we're going to do it on the other side. Boop. Okay, so now we're on the other side, and it's just, oh, it's 4 squares, and how many would that be? 16 triangles. Okay, so we're going to take the edges again, the corners, and we're going to fold them right into the middle. I like to start at the bottom, so I'm going to try that to fold this corner all the way to the middle, if I can. There. Perfect. And then let's see, let's push this corner in if we can. Another corner in. Great. And let's do the other side. Corner. Into the middle. And the last side. Can push the corner. Nice and get that down if we can. All the way down. And the last one is in the middle. Okay. Does it go? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so that's all the folding we have. So if you're still folding, please continue. We're going to play the game next, okay? So if you're still folding, please keep going and pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to go forward and we're going to play the game. Okay, are you guys ready to play? All right, so in order to play, we have to turn it over, and I know it's a little bit hard. We have to stick our fingers in these little flaps. You see that there are like, there's the leaf flap, and there's the acorn flap, and there's the turkey flap, and there's the hat flap. There are all these little flaps if you go from the middle out. Now we have to put fingers inside. So can you put your finger in one, and then finger in another, and then you have to try to put your finger in the other, and in the other. I know it's tough. If it doesn't fold, you might want to ask mom and dad's help, because they probably know how to. But another way to do it is you kind of like push all of these in together like that, and then the outsides will come out. You have to just kind of pull them out. So once again, if you can ask Mom, can you help me just form the last part of it? Because it is kind of like you have to get your fingers up in there. So that's what mine looks like. I know what yours look like. It looks kind of like that. Does that look good? Okay, I'm gonna just put it one more time so you can see how we do it, okay? So we have to open up all the flaps, and then you have to kind of crease the inside in. It's harder to do from this side. You almost have to do it better from this side, folding it like that, and then sticking your fingers in. Okay, so let's see if we can do it, all right? So if you're still trying to get it all set up, then you can pause the video here. Otherwise, we're gonna play the game, okay? All right, so here's the game. We're going to pick a picture, okay? So I'm gonna pick hat, okay? So how we play is we say hat is spelled H-A-T. So then we go H, and you're gonna pull it one way, A, and then you're gonna try to pull it the other way, T. Okay, so your fingers go like that. H-A-T, right? H-A-T. All right, so then once you do that, you pick this, the second one. It's harder to see, but you pick another picture, okay? And then you use the number that's with it. I'm gonna pick corn because it's right there. We can see it, right? The number 2 there, corn. So you go 1, 2. And then you pick another number. Let's pick the cornucopia, right? The horn of plenty. 7, and I'm gonna lift it up. And we're gonna read the question, okay? Okay, it says, tell the person on your right one thing you're thankful for about them. Oh, cool. So you go find a person right now. I don't have somebody on my right, but you can find somebody and say, hey, what I'm thankful for you because you give me the best hugs, right? So okay, so then we can play it again. So this kind of game, you play it over and over, and you kind of think, oh, okay, so mushroom, and then you pull the little tab and you look and you say, did you notice anyone say thank you today? Who? And so it's a fun game, and once again, you get to start conversations with it. You can play it with one friend or many friends, but it's just kind of a fun game to play together, and you learn how to, of course, do this with your fingers, which is also fun. But all of these little questions kind of start a conversation. So you kind of pick one, like this one right here, the wheat one, and once again, you just kind of get a chance to, oh, it goes this way. You kind of get a chance to see, why is it important to be grateful for things in your life? Why is it important to be grateful for things in your life? See, and that's a great question. Why do you think it's important to be grateful for things in your life? And you can think, I think it's important to be grateful because it means that I'm always going to be happy with what I have and think more about being just happy about things versus maybe being sad or being angry or maybe feeling really down. Bring all things that are good, and it's always a good practice. So anyway, I hope you guys had fun putting together this Chatterbox conversation starter, and hopefully you get to play it with either a sibling or mom and dad, and you guys can flip them up and ask them questions and have a fun time with it. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you for another activity soon. Okay, bye guys.